Testing, testing. Okay. So I have some requests. Again, look in the description to see how you could send me a request. I had everything written down. It's $5. If I decide to take it, I will do a video on it. Give me like up to 2 weeks to do the video and everything. I will write you. Once you email me, I will write you back and let you know if I'm going to take that question or not. If I don't take the question, I will send you your money back. I will send you the $5 back if I don't take your question. Okay. So and it's $5 per question, okay? So this question they asked, now that Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley has passed over, how is their relationship now? I'm summarizing it. Let me say how she said it. I want to know, what are the energies now between Michael Jackson and Liza Marie Presley now that they both passed on? Okay. I really liked that question because I find that to be interesting. So I even light a candle. And when it's come to, when I was doing that past life um energy reading, which I want to do another one, I utilize Solomon Seal. Now, Solomon Seal really help you tap into something, especially like past lives and everything. So, I lit some of that. But you know what? I also have some Angelica root, and I'm being called to use that. So let me go get it. I'll be back. I'll be back. All right. It did take me some time to find it, and I do. What can I use? All right. I think I'm gonna use some of the blessed Thesta, whatever you call it. Here go the Angelica root right here. Mm, I'm already feeling the Angelica root. I'm just gonna put some on the candle. All right. I didn't even use the blessed Thesta. This right here. Okay. Michael Jackson and Liza Presley. Okay, let's pull some cards from Michael first. Hmm. I'm gonna shove these back in. The Shango card came out dramatically. Okay, so in the spiritual realm, because It's damn near impossible for people to still be beefing once they cross over, just because you automatically come into a higher understanding of things, and you will see the divinity in it, the purpose of it, and everything like that. And a lot of times people come down here to uh set something in stone or something. Like your whole life is basically a ritual. Your whole life. So people come down here and they do certain rituals and stuff like that so that they can be prepared for like another life. I do feel like he's something else at this time. Like he's in spirit form. Like he's not incarnated, at least not here. He could be people ancestor now. He could be guiding people like a guardian or something at that time, deified in some type of way, which would make sense because him and his celebrity, um, like when you come down here and you make a impact like that, that energy do cross over. So now when people like listen to his music, he still have those super fans. Those are worshipers. Like you get something from that energy, you know. Um, I just get in the sense that he do have enemies. Hmm. Almost like, it's people here that is doing other shit to kind of like block off his energy. So we gotta be careful because it could be the reason why they wanting to do a movie or something like that. Because I feel like um hold on. This did come out reverse. Hold on. Nah, it's something intense with this right here. Michael Jackson in that lifetime, he did a whole lot of shit. Okay. I mean, a whole lot of shit. Like, Michael really was like some on some Indiana Jones type shit. But I'm feeling like Michael is not on the right side of the fence. I feel like I have to clarify that. Even in the spiritual realm, he's still being highly influenced by the actions that he took in the life of Michael Jackson. Like, it's highly influenced him in a way that I feel like he binded himself. Mm. Almost similar. Well, y'all might not know about alihio carbonation and shit like that, but is similar to that. If you're familiar with me, if you've been with me for a while, you will know. Like when I visualize uh his spirit guides, like I could tell that he was binded in some type of way. And I feel like it's the same with Michael. Like, golly, that's why you gotta be careful of contracts that you come here down here and sign, because some of them will even influence you in a spiritual realm. Even when you in a spiritual realm, you ain't free. And that's what it's feeling like. Yeah, hell motherfucking yeah, because that's why other people outside of his loved ones is in ownership of his brand, his name, his content. Like that's a manifestation of that. Cause you see, like there's a difference, right? Cause you see with Aaliyah, we just now are being able to stream her music, right? Um, the only Aaliyah movie that came out was a straight disaster. Like her people did not agree with it and everything. Like her brand and image is more on lock. With Michael Jackson, like after he died, they was releasing albums. Like damn. Like they on utilize his energy in so many different ways to continue to make money off of it, to continue to get attention off of it. Like, you know, it's really telling how he sold his energy out. So who is it, Osiris? So this is what I'm getting a visual. The person in the pantheon that was split up into uh multiple pieces. That's Michael Jackson energy right now. So he gonna have to come down here to collect his soul pieces or have somebody else do it for him. So that could be a possibility. He could be working with people in the spiritual realm in order to help do that. But it's it ain't gonna be an easy task, I tell you that. Okay. Let me, because it was Isis husband, Osiris. He's in that situation. So he gonna have to like manifest somebody like a Isis or something. He probably even commune with Isis energy in some type of way, you know. But if you are like dealing with him, even on a spiritual level, you gotta be really careful with it because he's still so heavily influenced by the shit that he was doing when he was Michael Jackson. Okay. Like he was into a lot of shit. Okay. um, some people they get caught up in this particular mission. And this mission is coded somehow. Like I guarantee you I could find some type of coding on this. It probably gonna come to me one day. Um, but sometimes people come down here with a mission for ultimate power. Okay. Um, but with that mission, even on your mind, this is mean that you have been affected with a particular type of ego. Okay? This is a particular type of ego. To even think that this is possible and to even desire that, because, you know, being balanced or in the knowing, he was blinded somehow. Because being in the knowing, you wouldn't even want that. Like, you wouldn't even want or desire that, because you would know what that would bring. And no one person, no one entity can hold the weight of that. So I think that he was deeply unbalanced for multiple lifetimes, and he was on a mission, but he is a powerful energy, like Michael. Very old, very, very old spirit, very powerful, very knowledgeable, smart. Um, See, and with energy like him, it's kind of reminding me of like John the Baptist or something like that. Like, John the Baptist was a protester. He made a scene. He drew attention to himself. Michael, he always in that energy. Some of us is low key and hidden, and things come to us gradually. But see, that helps to protect us in a way. But with Michael, almost like when he come down here, like all the alarm systems go off, and he could have like somehow been summoned down here, because what I have noticed is that with some people, um, they select the parents. They get these parents on a contract, and then they will summon. Let me make sure this mic on. Okay. Then they will summon the being or entity that they want. And I feel like, and that's how you get situations like Beyonce and Michael Jackson, because they know who you are. Like, they at the hospital, they know that you're going to be born to these parents and stuff. That's all purposeful. So then as soon as you come here, um they put your energy through certain programmings and situations, certain traumas. They want to break you in a certain type of way that you will sell yourself. Okay. That's why they say that it's harder for a rich, famous person to get into heaven, because of how much they will have to sacrifice. Like, when you are broke, you have less to lose. So you can make more moral decisions easier. But when you in fame, it's a whole different thing, because when you fall for grace, you're gonna fall in a place where all your fans and stuff like that, like, you no longer protected by the industry. Like, you no longer have security officers, you no longer have money and shit like that. You're gonna be out here like 6ix9ine. Cause people will attack you, because for one, they already aware that you are powerful. In that 6ix9ine video, after the dude beat him up or they jump him, he picked up 6ix9ine and said that, "I'm famous now." That's what that person said. They said, "I'm famous now." Like, he was trying to take his light. Like, "I'm famous now and I'm for to wear that." So that lets you know he didn't do it for a cause. He didn't do it because he felt like 6ix9ine deserved it. He did it because he wanted clout and fame. I hope that I'm explaining this clearly. I'm hoping people feeling it. Um, so it's a form of energy exchange. See, that was a physical manifestation. Sis nine as probably like a earth sign or something like that because they manifest physical shit like that. But you know, these demons right now are very desperate. Okay, they very, very, very desperate and illogical because my first thought was, well, who gonna sponsor you for beating somebody down to a pulp? Like, how you gonna really maintain a career or anything out of that? You gonna get your 15 minutes of fame, but it's not gonna manifest into like wealth or anything. It's not gonna do that. But see, demons, they can't think like that. They can't think that far ahead. So they do dumb shit like that. And especially right now when they really desperate to feed off of some light. So, what they do is they try to destroy you spiritually, mentally, physically, in some type of way in order to be able to steal your light. So so when he came here, they was already prepared for him, prepared on how they gonna feed off of him and everything like that. And he felt the need to fight back, but the way that he did it, he really got like fucked up. He got fucked up. So with this zombie card, I'm feeling like in some way he is a puppet. He gonna have to come back. He gonna have to come back to get his energy. That's what he gonna have to do. So yeah. All right, so let's see how he feel about him and Leslie Presley now. They are like kind of like negotiating like that. Like they working out of how they gonna come across each other again. They gonna have to come across each other again. Like they have karmic contracts with each other. So they working that out. And regardless if it's like good or bad or whatever, Like they not thinking about it like we do here. Um, they thinking of how can they help themselves get out, get free, basically. Mm. And on how to like overcome their fears. Dancer of Fear came out reverse. But before that, Shaman of Foresight. So they working out of how they gonna cross paths again, how they gonna trigger each other in a good or bad way. Cause even if they planning on getting together and then breaking up, they still responsible for how they handle the breakup. So it's like they're working out contracts. All right, so what's going on with the Leslie spirit? See, she have an issue with fear, Leslie. Um, mm, mm. I want to see what this card mean, but it give me the feeling like she almost in a purgatory type place spiritually. Kind of looking like judgment, huh? Came out reverse though. Now zoomed in to this one. Hold on, I'm finna look up this card because I want to see what it means. Okay, this card is death. Okay. Mm. The Morts are the dead, both named and forgotten. Among their ranks are numbered deceased ancestors. The dead wait in the abyssal waters that ebb and flow beneath the earth. In these waters, they wait and watch, and if bidden, reach out with sure fingers to guide and regulate the affairs of the still living practitioner. They can come again in the bodies of the newborns. I was just talking about that. The great mothers and the grandfathers swim. Oh, I'm because at first I was kind of getting the fact that I was like, damn, is she even really dead? But I'm getting the fact that she's already incarnated again. That's the vibe I'm getting. Honestly, no, I'm getting Liza or whatever. She already been dead or something. I'm getting that vibe. Like she already. Mm, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Mm. Actually, I think she been dead before he was even dealing with her. To be real, like she like a zombie or something. Um, cause the possession card came out. She wasn't like even like a real person or something. She was just like a shell. And it was real easy with her because she really don't have nobody. You like it was easy for them to like possess her and her to be like all weird and shit and then them like putting her away. Like she just disappeared. Like she off the camera and stuff. She probably like a hermit, living in the house and everything. Honestly, and her, mm, damn. Yeah, you know what? I keep hearing belly of the beast. Her actual soul is like dormant or something like that. It's in this like underworld type place. But she was chosen for what? She was chosen to get out of it. Now I'm getting a visual of that thing that I was seeing, a picture, and on it it has a phrase in Latin that means if you have eyes, you will be freed. I'll show y'all. So I'm getting a visual of that. Okay, I'm kind of tapping into the understanding. Like we have souls here. They are doing missions to get free. But that's not how you do it. Okay. So she basically went back to purgatory because she came here, she had an opportunity to get free. Now, the choice wasn't to like deceive Michael Jackson or something like that. It was more so a moral action, but she failed a long time ago. It could have been when she was dealing with him. Because I believe he was able to take something from her. And I think that all she had to do was to hold on to that. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. This photo right here. Can't see the words. Let me turn down the brightness. The words on the ribbon. It's a person laying down here. Having received eyes, you leave. The third eye. So I do have Marie Laval here. So I feel like she had a chance to come here and awaken. If you come here and you go through this cycle and you don't awaken, you will have to come back here again. But it's not the same for everybody because some people, they come here and through their decisions they sign a whole bunch of contracts that will get them stuck in a particular cycle. Like you could come down here and you could become a Christian. Similar to like my ex-husband, he was like a Christian, particular sector, but it was very strict. And to me, I always consider him as like a young soul. Now, he's not a bad person, but we find things here to spark us, to enlighten us in a certain type of way. And we supposed to take that spark, that enlightenment to evolve into something else. But instead, we get stuck. We get stuck out of fear because we have fear. We have the fear of expanding because we're afraid to see. We're afraid to look for ourselves. So we get trapped in fear. So when you get trapped in fear, your soul is automatically going to lead you back here. And you're going to be, again, born into maybe like a religious family and stuff. And you're going to continue to do that until you be like, it's something more. And you go on to the next level. Okay. Like I do remember many times, like just telling people like, yeah, I think you have more lives, and it was just like a feeling when I was telling them that, but I could actually see it in their behaviors and the way that they're thinking. And even though they may be young at that time, I could still tell the age of their spirit. And it's not like a bad thing. Like these could be people that if they listen to me, they cannot even comprehend what I'm saying, or they would get triggered by it. So they not ready. They're not ready to expand. And that's okay or whatever. But see, sometimes these people, they get in their ego, they get possessed, and they will start to take actions that just make things worse for them. you know, um, like they might get into certain type, they might become a mason or some shit like that. They might sell their soul to be a celebrity or some shit like that. And once you do that, you stuck in a different type of way. Like being stuck in religion is a whole different process. But being stuck when you get under like these rituals and stuff like that, now that's something else. Like that's something else. Like if you wanted to get out of that, it's probably gonna look similar to like Orlando Brown, but he barely he barely doing what he's supposed to do. Because I think the last time I see him, he's still trying to get into the industry. So it won't be like him. And I don't have an example, but it's somebody who um they give that up. But Orlando Brown, even though he talked the talk, he ain't really walking it. Because every time I look back at him, he trying to still be accepted and validated by the industry. You seen what they did to Will Smith? That whole cover for Emancipation is sad as fuck to me because I felt like that's representation of what the industry is doing to him. He had a chain collar on his neck. He looked all broke down and beaten. Real symbolic. It's like it's like the industry showing us, like, look, yeah, this is our slave right here. And the reason why he a slave, because he give a fuck. He out here caring what these motherfuckers have to think, yet they don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. They just think they know what they thinking. They think they know what they know because of the narrative on the news. But those people don't know shit. They ain't in your shoes. And yet you care about what the fuck they think about you. So much so, you say some shit like, I'm gonna do all I can to prove to y'all that I'm not that person that the media who don't even know who the fuck you really is. You gonna sit there and say that you gonna try to prove to people against a narrative that don't even fucking know you. That's how I knew that you was lost. And now look at you. They got you on some shit like that. Let me show this. Let me show this. Cause let me show this right here. Damn, gonna make me. I do it on my phone because I got the cards on the keyboard. See, in the last reading video I did on Will Smith, I responded to that recording of him saying that he gonna do whatever he can to clean up his image. Um, and this is what this movie is about. Look at this. I don't know. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. So they got you fucked up, Will, but you don't know your own strength. You don't believe in yourself. He's insecure. He's broken. Um, so anybody can project anything on him. And he just gonna believe it and he gonna try to conform to it because he want to be accepted so bad. And his ass is gonna, if he die like that, if he died, that's why they kill celebrities like they do. Like they would kill a celebrity before they could come to a realization and free themselves. Like a Tupac would have, but you see how badly they broke him down. Like once they was able to get him in jail, but the only reason they was able to get him in jail is because of decisions. Shit that he was already not following his spirit before they was able to get him in a jail cell. He was already in a jail cell mentally in some type of way. So that's why they was able to lock him up like that. Once they was able to lock him up like that, they was able to do whatever psychological mind fucks that they wanted to do to him. Then they're gonna give him an offer. He's in jail. And a motherfucker, Suge Knight, come to him and offer him a record deal to death row. Now, Tupac, if he wasn't so traumatized and everything like that, because he have the intuitive knowing of what the fuck that is. Matter of fact, I really kind of believe that he did know. It's just that it was better than the alternative. Um, he was already in jail. That's why people take plea deals. That's why people do shit like that. You know, they make you sacrifice something to get the fuck out, depending on what they got you in there for. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't really remember why he was in jail. I do remember at one time, I don't know why Tupac was in jail. And I feel like it wasn't because of the girl who said that he raped her. Um, I feel like it was, let me look it up. Let me look it up, y'all. Oh. Why Tupac was in jail? Sexually abusing a fan. Yeah, they really like to use that ritual, don't they? They really like to use it. But see, Tupac, if he wasn't so blinded by that life and everything like that, he would have been able to see the trap before it got to him. Because when you spiritually aware, you start to learn how to be alone. Okay? You don't you stop taking people invites. You start monitoring your surroundings better. You become more aware of the energy around you. See, they wouldn't have been able to get him on that charge if he was never in that room with that girl. Just like with Ghazi, I did not forget you, Ghazi. I ain't forget you. I think about him often because I know it's fucked up what he doing, what they doing to him. But see, Ghazi should have took heed. Like he was trying to band together an organization. He working with multiple people, and these people already started to show him that some of them are snakes. But he wanted to help people and keep the doors open. But what he should have did was to tighten his circle. Probably the only person that he really could trust is the other person that went to jail with him. Everybody else, they were some agents. But if he was more balanced and aware, he would have been able to notice that. He would have been able to see that. I forgot my whole point for talking about that, but that's relevant. Yeah, there is a sense of frustration because in some type of way he is a trapped soul. I'm hearing that sometimes people do that on purpose. Like they come down here in order to be a trap soul so that they can enlighten people of how to get out. I do feel like they are a part of the same soul collective. Um, that energy, Lisa Presley energy, she oftentimes come into contact with Michael Jackson in lifetimes. But it's like with her though, her spirit is more oppressed than Michael's. Um, and I'm kind of feeling like that could be the reason why she manifested as a white woman. In some way, her spirit is don't have the same amount of freedom as Michael's. But I keep getting a feeling like she was able to pull him to her level because before Michael left this life, he was turning into a white person. And I feel like that representation of him going down in spiritual ranking. So he went down in spiritual ranking. Mm, yeah. Belly of the beast. Ass on got swallowed in it. Um, when you make certain contracts, like when you pass away, they really do have like a certain type of ownership of on your soul. They put you in an area. They put you in an area and like time doesn't exist there. Um, but it's like you when you in that area, you are waited to be selected, to be born again, to be able to try again. Mm. What they lack awareness of by being contracted in this area. Mm. All these came out reverse, but they make sense. With the hunter's gift card, it's like when they end this, it's almost like a bubble or something like that. Kind of like this right here when it comes to looks, but energetically, this is what it is. And they waiting to be selected. Hmm. But I get the feeling like some of these hands could be people who like your ancestors and stuff like that, are people in your soul collective, and they have more freedom and they trying to come and help you get out of here. They coming to get you. Like sometimes people can be rescued from here in a way. but they know that they have to make their energy whole, because when they was here, they gave away things like gifts, abilities. They sacrificed spiritual attributes of themselves for material gain. Then the shaman of purification came out. I'm getting a feeling of like Jesus going through the crucifixion and stuff like that. They would have to go through that energetically so that they could collect their soul pieces and they could ascend whole. They're not going to be able to ascend if they don't have all their pieces. So when you are able to be incarnated, a lot of times these souls could be like very excited. Because somewhere in them is an awareness, like this is an opportunity and everything like that. But see, they kind of have a fair chance, but because they contracted their souls to, like, let's say they contracted their souls to the reptilians. These people have a very what you call it, intricate database on this energy. So when you come into this reality, they already know exactly what to hit you with to get you to resubmit to them. And as long as they have control of your energy, like you will be born into like fame or something like that, like Beyonce and Michael Jackson. That way they could utilize your energy for their agenda. That's why some artists that start to like they in the industry, but they start to become aware. Um, Things become important to them, like um getting the ownership of their catalog or being in control of their voice, getting free from a record label. They start to really fight for those things because it's like they trying to get their soul pieces back, especially if it's shit that they created, like Prince. Like Prince, he writes, he play instruments. So when you listen to his music, majority of what you listen to is from his soul, his creativity. It'd be different for somebody like Blueface. Um Blueface said that he don't really like music like that. He's not really a rapper. He just did it because it's something that he could make money for. So it's not something that, like, let's say that he don't even rap his, like, write his own music. Even if he did write his own music, it's really shallow. It ain't no real soul or creativity in it. So 30% of what you're hearing when you hear his record is probably glimpses of his soul, which is resonating from his voice or something. It's not embedded in the lyrics or the sound or whatever. So he don't really have to fight for that. But it's other places where his soul pieces is, which could be in his kids or something like that, that he feel the need to fight for. It could be his dignity. It could be his freedom. So, that's what we hear. We trying to maintain our spirit, remain whole in spirit, regardless of the shit that they do to us. But if at some point in your life you really didn't give a fuck about your spirit, you really didn't value it, so you were just selling it constantly for money, fame, and shit like that, you know, do what you have to do. You gonna have to suffer, you know, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It really is. It's worth it on a larger level than it's 3D. Um, it's some people though, they don't care because they love this 3D shit. So they constantly selling pieces of their soul for fame, money, and stuff, and they don't mind coming back here. These might even be the motherfuckers who try to live forever or something like that. Um, and I feel like that's a possibility, and it's actually quite simple. But for these motherfuckers, it's always hard. Okay. These the type of motherfuckers, they always looking for a fountain of youth. They tearing down trees. They tearing down places that are sacred because they are looking for something to keep them alive forever. Or they are sacrificing other souls in order to suck them dry and gain some form of immortality or something like that. Like they doing shit that really is not necessary. Like it just really just made shit worse for them. But they lost the foresight. They lost the foresight. So they really can't realize that. Hmm. But they will. This is when they're gonna be forced to realize it. It's gonna get to the point they don't have no more soul to sell. So whoever been buying it from them and utilizing it and whatever, they going to these people now and being like, look, I need something done. Cause they always have a situation that's some drama or something crazy going on. Cause that's what they manifest. Um, I got something going on and I need help with it. They gonna be like, well, what you got for me? And they gonna be like, well, I got this little piece of my soul left. Hold on, let me find it. Oh shit, I don't got it, but I could do this ritual. I could do this sacrifice. I could complete this mission for you. I just need you to help me. They get into that cycle, you know, kind of like a junkie. A junkie who no longer they sold all their money for this drug. So what they have left to give, their body, um, completing some shit for somebody, doing something shady for somebody. So they get stuck in that hell. So that become hella miserable. It doesn't matter if you there and you a millionaire. You still gonna be unhappy. So they're gonna get tired of being unhappy. And then that's when they finally gonna look for their soul pieces. Finally. Because it ain't shit to gain anymore. Like, okay, when I view this world, it seems very limited to me. Like, if I was to travel all over the world and stuff, it just won't be able to completely gravitate my um not just attention, but it's not going to be able to gravitate shit from me, desire or nothing, because it just all limited to me. I know that it's something greater. I know that whatever I'm looking at in this 3D reality is a prison at this motherfucking moment. So, I really don't give a fuck like that. But you have some people, they get so excited by this world. They get excited by it. It is what it is. I feel like I answered the question. I hope that you enjoy it. Stay blessed. And next, I have another Michael Jackson. People really love our interest in Michael Jackson, but I do understand. Um, Dang, where is it at? Oh no, this is on Whitney. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you will have to wait. Connection. Okay. So this is on Whitney Houston. Yeah, it's $5 per question, but I'm gonna work on that next. Um, I'm gonna try to do it today. So I'm gonna separate. I was gonna do it in the same video, but I think I should separate it. All right, y'all, stay blessed.